Welcome back to another episode. Ryan and Kevin here at Chaos MMA. And today we have on Fabio Cherant, who fights for the light heavyweight belt at LFA 99. Fabio, first off, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself, boys?
We're doing good right now.
Good.
Big snowstorm. Did Boston get hit by that snowstorm?
Yeah, the roads are pretty clear now, but it took a while.
Yeah, definitely was a big storm.
Yeah. So how about your? Sorry. What is it? All right. So I'm sorry. You're fighting for the your light heavyweight belt in 10 days. How excited are you about this opportunity, man?
I'm pretty fired up, man. It's not something that I was expecting. I was never looking to fight for any belt. I just wanted to fight because my goal is to get into the UFC.
Okay.
And when the opportunity came, of course, I'm going to take it. You know what I mean? And it's just it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm happy. I'm happy to be in this position, and I'm excited that the fans are going to be there for the first time in a long time, and I'm about to show out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you get the first call about the fight, and what was your initial reaction to it?
I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
It was.
I like the hairstyle, by the way. I like it. I'm digging it.
Thank you. Appreciate that, bro. It was about like 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and yeah, they hit me up on fighting. It was January 20th.
Okay.
So no, not really 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It's 2 or 3.
It's around 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hit me up, and because my first opponent that I was looking to fight wasn't answering, so we moved on from that. And then they hit me up. They're like, "Hey, do you want to fight this guy?" And I looked him up, and then I was right after that. I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Okay.
And they rebutted with, "The only way he wants to fight is if it's for a title." And I said yes. And now we're here. I was already getting ready to fight on this date. It's not like it's a super short notice fight. Um, I've had plenty of time to get ready for the fight, and it's just we have a new name to stand in front of on the 12th. But my preparation is pretty set. I've been grinding. In the 12th, it's gonna show.
Now, was the first opponent, was that for the belt, or was that just a normal fight, no belt involved?
It was just a regular fight. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't looking for any belts or anything like that. It kind of just happened, and I was just I was so down for it.
Well, you got a big fight February 12th. How has training camp been going so far for you?
Pretty good, man. Firing off on all the cylinders. Everything's going good. No injuries.
Yeah.
Um, my training partners are putting it on me, making me work, and we're just grinding right now.
Yeah.
And couldn't be happier to have the people I have helping me get ready for this fight.
Now, speaking of like training partners and everything, is it like the same people from every camp for this camp, or you brought in some other people to help you with this one?
No, I have the same people for almost every camp. The last two fights, I didn't really get to work with all the people that I usually work with because of COVID and all the shit going on. But as like things are starting to open up a little bit more, I've had the access to get more work in with people that I haven't worked with in a long time.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. And now for this title fight, how do you think you stylistically match up with Dennis?
Stylistically, I think I'm gonna be a nightmare for him. I have youth on my side. Um, Skill is just I don't want to sound cocky in any way, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
everybody. I'm pretty sure I'm the underdog, which is respectful, respectable because I'm only 6-1. He's 18-7. He's an
Yeah.
ultimate fighter veteran. He's on glory, but like out of every single one of his fights that I've watched, I've just not been like, wow, this guy is like
Yeah.
something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every single fight you have seen of me, I've like gotten better each fight, and I'm only getting better. And this fight is just another stage I get to step on and prove how much better I've gotten since the last fight. Not saying that I've gotten crazy like a bunch better, but
Yeah.
it's more of my time in the cage and being able to show my skill set more, as I get comfortable, because that's not something I've been able to do earlier in my career, because my fights have either lasted a short amount of time or somebody has made me submit them. So this time around, we have an opponent that just strictly stand up guy. He goes for takedowns. I believe it's a get me out of jail takedown when he's in trouble and he's tired or he's getting
Yeah.
punched and he's a little hurt and he goes for takedowns. But it's like, bro, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try and take me down? I'm gonna choke you
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna snatch that neck and I'm gonna choke you. You're gonna stand up.
Mhm.
I'm gonna force you to box with me. If you want to kick, I can kick as well. That's another thing that a lot of people don't get to see because I haven't had the opportunity to showcase what I have in my tool bag. I have a lot of tools that I plan on utilizing, and it's gonna be a fun fight. And can't give out all the secrets and stuff on
Yeah.
my game plan, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, like with what you were just saying, and I see on your Instagram how excited you are for this one. Do you have any official prediction on how you're gonna get it done? Maybe what round you're gonna get it done?
Let's just say it won't go past 3 rounds.
Okay.
All right.
I don't want to make any big predictions because I'm never good at them. I always fuck it up. I say I'm gonna get a
All right.
knockout, I get a submission. I say
Mm-hmm.
I say I'm gonna get a submission, I get a submission. So
Yeah, it's
it's
respectable.
I have no luck. So I'm gonna say it's not gonna go past the third round. Obviously, I'm gonna win, and
Mm-hmm.
and this is gonna be a very very special fight for me. It's been a tough camp with all the COVID. I just lost somebody in my family member,
Sorry to hear
and
about that.
things are just. And as soon as I got the fight, things kind of turned around for me. You know what I mean? It was awesome to get the fight when I had it, and it definitely helped me get my head out of the darkness in a way to say. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for this. If you guys are watching, just be ready to see some cool shit, and
We will.
it's gonna be something else. You guys are gonna be like, wow, I can't believe that kid was the underdog, because
Yeah.
you know, um,
And after your performance, we need to get you on again.
hell yeah,
We need
for
to get
sure,
that. We
man.
need to get the after fight interview.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm always down for that. Like anytime you guys hit me up, I'm always available.
Thank
Awesome.
But yeah, man.
Now you win this LFA belt. That's huge. And now, are you looking to defend it a couple of times, or like you're saying, you want to get to the UFC? You think this could be the step for the UFC?
Yeah, just for the simple fact of the position I'm in, um, I was offered a chance to fight in the UFC
Okay.
during when COVID was the worst, but I wasn't able to accept the call. So it's just it's kind of something that's like set. You know what I mean? If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Of course, I'll be happy to defend my belt and when I get it, and I am going to get it. But it's just right now my focus is on the 12th, and then after that it's UFC or bust. That's just everything works. That's when everything works according to plan. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
right now, obviously, I got a tough guy in front of me that I got to worry about, and after that, we'll see what happens. But I've got really good managers, and after everybody wins a belt, they get signed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just timing, and just being patient. My time's coming. I'm still young in the sport. I got a lot to learn. So whatever happens after the 12th is what it is.
Yeah, I think if you win this belt, I think you have a very good chance getting in the UFC. And like you say, you want to get that finish. If you get that finish, Dana White loves those finishes, man. So that might
Yeah,
help a lot too.
Yeah.
for sure, man. I've had one decision fight in my career. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I finished fights, and this fight is just another fight. I'm gonna finish. You know what I mean? I hate going the distance. And if I'm gonna go to the distance, I'm gonna make sure I win every single round. You go back and watch my last fight. I went 3 rounds with another game opponent. He didn't win a round against me. He didn't land a punch on my face. So this time around it's gonna be the same ball game against a dangerous, much more dangerous opponent than my last, and I'm gonna show people why I deserve to be in the UFC.
Well, can't wait for that one. And you had 2 fights in 2020, and that's impressive because with COVID and everything, it delayed everything. How many times would you like to fight this year? Are you looking to be very active again?
If you look at my schedule before my contender series fight, I was busy, busy, busy. You know what I mean? I was fighting every other card, if not every card I had a chance to fight. I fought. There's one time I almost fought 5 times in a year. I'm 26 years old. I'm healthy. I don't have any bad injuries. So if everything works out well, the 12th, and I'm gonna fight close to 3 or 5 times. 3 to 5 times. That's my goal. I want to be busy
Awesome.
this year, there, and then as father time starts to kick in, what I mean, we're gonna slow it down a little bit, but
Yeah.
I might as well enjoy my youth while I can.
Definitely.
Yeah. So last thing here, man. So I'm sure you heard in the news. We like to talk about the biggest fight or whatever the big fight coming up is, and I'm sure you heard Ben Askren versus Jake Paul got made for a boxing match.
Yeah,
What is your official prediction, and what do you think about these like celebrity money fights? If you want to
they're
put it that.
cool. They're cool and all. I just think if they're gonna do it, they need to stay in their lane.
Yeah.
Trying to compete with fighters that actually fight and compete against other killers in this world. It is stupid to call somebody out like that if you've never done it.
Yeah.
What he's doing, Jake Paul calling out Ben Askren, could be smart. Ben Askren's not known for his hands. So
Yeah.
I'm riding with Ben. I hope Ben wins. But I think Jake might take this one. I tweeted at Ben Askren like a week ago. I'm like, yo, like if you win this fight, I'll get your name tattooed on me. Like it's like it does, like, I don't know, man. It's just it does a disservice to the sport that these kids think they can compete with us after
Yeah.
beating two bums and that nobody has ever heard of except for Nate Robinson. You know what I mean? Nate
Yeah.
Robinson was a athlete on the basketball court, not in a
Yeah.
cage or boxing ring fighting other talented killers. So
Yeah.
the fact that this dude coming out of nowhere, oh yeah, I'm gonna embarrass people in the UFC, all this stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, shut up, man. You sound like an idiot. Like, I've called him out multiple times trying to fight him, but I don't have the following, or most people would say I'm a nobody. So he's not gonna really look my
Like
way.
come
But
at you.
if I
Yeah.
ever if I ever I've even slid in his DMs. I'm like, dude, we don't have to fight like for any promotion or anything like that. I can come to your gym, beat the brakes out of you, off of you and your brother. You know what I mean? And we can have some drinks after. You know what I mean? But like,
Hmm.
it's just. I think these kids, like, dude, I think Logan. I like Logan a lot more than I like Jake. Jake just like, it's like listening to like Henry Cejudo talk, man. It's just fucking cringy, and it just pisses me off. Like, the it shows you how fucked up this generation is that we're making people like that famous and giving them the platform to have the publicity that they do.
Yeah, how long does a fight with you and Jake Paul last? How long do you think that lasts?
Under a minute. Under a minute.
I was gonna say. I think less than a round.
Yeah, under a minute. I'll knock him clean dead. You know what I mean?
And just boxing, right?
Yeah, just boxing. I'll beat out. He won't land. He might land a stupid overhand on like on my glove or something like that, but he won't land a technical punch on me. I'll beat the brakes off of him, man. It's he's a joke, you know. I guess it's just I respect uh his 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 uh his confidence, you know, because you need confidence in the sport, but it's almost false confidence, you know, talking the way you're doing it. You're just doing it for money. You don't actually believe you can beat Conor McGregor. You know, like it's just like what?
It's crazy.
You beat two dudes that have never boxed before, and then you think you can compete with Conor McGregor, like who's arguably one of the best strikers to ever step foot in the cage. You know, it's just like shut, dude.
Crazy.
Uh, yeah. And then he's talking shit to Michael Bisping. I thought that fight was supposed to happen,
Yeah, I saw
but it
that.
didn't. But like, come on, Bisping would slap you in the face, and you.
I'd rather see Bisping in there than
Facts. And he was talking shit to Nate as well. And like Nate is not Nate doesn't need a promotion. He'll show up to where you live and fight you, you know? And like Nate lives in the same state as him. Well, he just moved to Florida, but yeah, man. It's fun.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on, man. It's really good speaking with you, and good luck to your next fight. We're definitely gonna be watching. If you want to shout out any sponsors or any social media, the floor is yours.
Follow me on on Instagram at Buffalo MMA 8. Same as Twitter. I just want to thank my training partners that have helped me throughout this camp to get ready. My coaches, 4-1 Boxing, Lozon's, Triforce, Sit, Hard Knocks. Without these guys, you know, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in, and I'm blessed to have the people around me.